Hey,
and my mama's white, and I love white people because they pay on time. But where did they get all these white people from?
oh man, they just I mean, it was Chocolate City, now it's White Chocolate City.
Oh man, they coming through the hood in bikes.
Yeah, they are.
Bike racks in Southeast.
I'm here. I'm riding through.
Skateboards in the hood.
Yeah.
Pogo sticks.
You don't really. I'm not used to seeing skateboarders at Anacostia train station.
That really, I had to go to counseling when I saw that. I had to go see a therapist when I saw white people on bikes going through Anacostia station. That moved me. But I'm happy because it's changing the city. But you know, hey, it is what it is. But the city does look good.
That's what it is.
It's beautiful. Man, I love the way DC looks.
Yeah,
right. It's gorgeous.
It is. So, David. For all the people who don't know who David Edwards is, you know, please tell the people a little bit about yourself. All the viewers out there in DMVTALKS land, all out there in WLVS land, please tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a stand-up comedian. I happen to do some things. I was the first person that ever been thrown off of reality television twice.
What's that? The real world?
Yeah, the real world.
That was you?
Yeah, I made Tammy hot on the street. Remember?
You did?
Yes, I took that blanket off and showed that body, and now she's on Basketball Wives. I did that for you, Tammy. I made you hot on the street.
It was royalties.
That's right. Ask got BMI something.
I taught her how to be bad, and that's why she's cutting up on Basketball Wives. Do you want to hear something very funny?
We do.
Both our daughters go to school together in Los Angeles at Beverly Hills High School. Same graduation class, and they take away. They're best friends.
How's that working out?
They're good. Her mama is my neighbor, and she lives 4 blocks down the street.
You just can't get away from game.
I saw her at Kiko's in Los Angeles, and she's like, Dave, I have to take pictures with you. I need to calm my Twitter down. So I need to take pictures with her. You know, hey, hey, do your thing, Tammy.
So how did you? What was you doing first? Did you get into just doing comedy, stand-up comedy first, or did you get into movies first?
I got into stand-up comedy first. I started when I was 15, 16 years old, and
what clubs was you getting in at 15, 16 years old doing comedy?
A club called Garvin's Comedy Club here.
You got a Richard Pryor story, man.
Okay. The Comedy Cafe. Archibald's is still there, I believe.
Wow.
The strip club down there on K Street, or by K Street, by the White House. Yeah, you know, I started off there, and the Comedy Connection is no longer here. A lot of clubs, they're not even around anymore. And then later I started doing the improv and stuff, and then, you know, I finished high school. I moved to Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. All jokes aside, now called Jazz and Jokes. Everybody out there was going down. Stayed there for a year and a half. Got on the Greyhound bus, went to Los Angeles. I was staying at the YMCA, and Chappelle says, "Come over to my hotel room. I got a surprise for you." So I go over there. And I'm like, okay, what is the surprise? He says, I got a job for you. Yeah, you're going to love this job. I'm going to get you out the wild. They're going to put you in a mansion. There's going to be cameras everywhere, and they're going to pay you. And I'm like, wow, where do I sign up at? I mean, what do I got to do? He says, well, first I was like, why don't they want you, Chappelle? He says, well, why don't they want you? He says, well, I'm tied up with Disney. I cannot break the Disney deal. I try to get out of it, but I can't. But you... I can get you in. And I was like, okay, what do we have to do? Him and Barry Katz, his manager at the time, walked me into the office, set up the interview, and they gave me this application.
Wow.
We go back to his hotel room, get half-baked, and we sit there. We got to it, right? So we reading the interview process, the application, and one of the questions on there that made us laugh, we smoking a joint, and we just laughing our ass off, right? And one of the questions that got me to show was, what is your ideal dream date? What is your ideal date? And we both just started laughing. Guess how I got to show my answer was? I fuck her and then she leaves. And they told me that's why I got the show.
Wow.
2 days later, I remember when beepers were out?
We ain't waiting to still do the pagers and cell phones. We call the pager.
Mercury on page.
And we call you.
My beeper goes off. I run to a payphone. It's MTV. And they go, if you want the show, you got it. We have to do some test shots. So they came back over to Chappelle's hotel. I borrowed it for a day, and they shoot me in there, and it goes, you got the job. Wow. And it was like something out of a movie, because I remember my first day on the set. It was like The Matrix. It was like, when the beeper goes off, you're going to meet us at this place, we'll tell you. And I'm like, all right, just stay free. Well, I'm like at the YMCA, only got $300 left. Free can be. Hurry up. So they do. The beeper goes off again. I go to the payphone. Beep, 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 beep. Meet us in Venice Beach, this street at this time. So I do, and they tell me to meet me in an alley. I meet MTV, no,
in an alley?
Production in an alley, right?
Wow.
I'm in the alley. These vans come out of nowhere, like jump out. Like, all of a sudden, they put mics on me, and then the director goes into that house, right?
No.
And that's how it started.
Wow,
That's how it started. That's how I made television history. And, you know, a lot of people think I don't like Fun America Productions or MTV. I have nothing but love for Tammy and everybody, because in life you have to embrace things, because some things were meant to be.
Right.
True that.
You know? And I watch reality television now. The stuff they're doing now.
Yeah, you couldn't get away with that. You couldn't get away with that.
Oh, man.
You ain't had no Jocelyn's on the show.
None of it. And then me and Puck had the mighty spit battle.
Wow.
I had to tear his face up with the spit. They tried to edit it out because, you know, no black man has been shown on television spitting back on a white man. Luckily, MTV found out, subpoenaed the tapes, and they put it on the unreleased version, and they showed me spitting back. And, you know, I left again on those terms. Then I was fortunate to do House Party 3, Half Baked, Def Comedy Jam, what else? Comic View, Family Reunion, Everybody Has an Oscar, Just One More Thing. You know, so, but I always loved stand-up. And I went to school for directing. I just finished, just graduated last year. And now I'm back as a comedian, and I'm combining all these skills and just trying to be the best that I can be. Trying to be like you, Wavy.
It's hard to be like that guy. He swim 24/7 hours, 8 days a week. Hey, but yeah, though, what was the first movie role that you had got?
House Party 3, playing Stinky. I was a guy that liked the fat girls.
Man,
Yeah.
man,
How girls need love too.
Guess how I got that movie?
How you get to play Stinky?
I heard about the audition, and I crashed it. They were like, excuse me, do you have an agency? And I made up an agency. Yeah, named William Marks. He was like, okay. And I waited, so wait right there. And I wait. I was like, oh my God, they're going to find out that that's not my real agency, right? And I'm not going to let me in. He was like, okay, we're packed today, but I want you to come back tomorrow. And I went in and I smashed it. And Angela Means and some other people. And Kid, actually I saw a Kid in the parking lot at the Comedy Store. I was like, hey, I'm going to read for you guys tomorrow. He was all arrogant. He was like, yeah, okay. And walked right by me.
Right.
I went and I smashed it so hard. Kid grabbed me, took me out for drinks that night.
Right.
I test screened again, nailed it. As a matter of fact, I returned the favor because Kid comes to me. He goes, we need someone to replace Robin Harris. I said, well, you got to get Uncle Vesta. You got to get Bernie Mac.
Right.
Okay, and then they had the pimp role, Chris Tucker. And I was like, we're having trouble finding somebody to play this pimp role. I said, you have to get Chris Tucker.
Uh-huh.
It was like, who's Chris? You have to get him. And I found Chris, and I told them, and I gave them the number, and they found Chris, and Chris went in and smashed it. Matter of fact, I saw Chris like 6 months ago before I left Los Angeles. I was like, hey, Chris, you owe me a favor. I put you in your first movie. I got you that job. He goes, yes, I do. Yes, I have. I gave him his number. He has yet to pick up the phone.
Chris, we don't appreciate that, Chris. For
Yeah,
real.
Now, I understand though.
Ice Cube trying to get to pick up the phone too.
I saw his last stand. The man got tax problems. He said he on a tax tour,
Man.
trying
Tax
to get that
tour.
together, man. He said, I guess that's why he in the last Friday, whatever it is.
The Rothschild family is not playing with people. They want money. Rothschild Jews are not playing. They want that dough. Everybody's in tax trouble.
Everybody, for
Man.
real.
Even if you don't owe taxes, you in tax trouble.
Yep, even who's that? We just seen Benny Siegel outside getting promoted. He about to go to jail for tax problems.
Everybody.
For real, everybody.
Lauren Hill, they trying to put little Lauren in jail.
She ain't been hot since '98.
Damn.
For real, she gotta go to jail for tax problems.
Tax problem.
Lauren Hill ain't been hot since '98. Don't make that Lauren Hill hot still face to me.